They'll never tell you this secret. The most dangerous people aren't the ones who scream. They're the ones who stay silent. The ones who learn to freeze their emotions and turned ice cold. And I'm about to show you exactly why staying cold is your only path to power. Stop. Right now, pause everything. Because what I'm about to reveal will either transform you or you'll ignore it and stay exactly where you are. Struggling, reacting, controlled by your emotions like a puppet. But the ones who win, they learned one skill that changes everything. Look, I used to be just like you, caring too much, feeling too much, getting hurt, getting angry, getting emotional over people who didn't deserve a single second of my energy. Then I discovered something that elite performers, billionaires, and unshakable leaders all have in common. They're cold, not heartless, not cruel, but strategically detached. And once you understand this, you become unstoppable. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to accept. Your emotions are your enemy. Every time you care what someone thinks, you give them power over you. Every time you react to disrespect, you lose. Every time you show your pain, you become a target. The world is designed to exploit your emotions. Social media wants you triggered. People want you reactive. The system wants you emotional, so you stay weak, distracted, and controllable. But here's what they don't want you to know. Emotion is a choice. Pain is mandatory, but suffering? That's optional. The moment you decide to go cold, to detach from the noise, to stop giving your energy to things that don't serve you, everything shifts. Think about water. When it's hot, it evaporates, disappears, weak. When it's warm, it's comfortable but useless. But when water goes cold, when it freezes, it becomes ice. It becomes sharp. It becomes a weapon. It becomes indestructible. That's what you need to become. Ice. But staying cold isn't just about controlling emotions. There are 3 levels to this, and most people never make it past level 1. Let me show you the 3 levels of cold. 1. Surface cold. The faker. Most people stop here. They pretend they don't care. They act tough on the outside, but inside, they're burning. Still checking if that person texted back. Still caring what people say about them. Still getting emotional in private. This isn't real cold. This is just a mask. And masks always crack under pressure. 2. Numb cold, the survivor. This is where pain teaches you. You've been betrayed enough times that you start to actually feel less. The anger fades. The hurt dulls. You're not pretending anymore. You genuinely care less. You survive by shutting down. But here's the problem. You're not cold by choice. You're cold because you're broken. You're reactive ice, not strategic ice. 3. Calculated cold, the master. This is where power lives. You're not cold because you're hurt. You're cold because you're smart. You choose when to care and when to cut off. You control your emotions like a weapon. You can turn empathy on when it serves you and shut it off when it doesn't. You don't react, you calculate, you don't respond, you dominate. This is the level where you become truly dangerous, because people can't read you, they can't manipulate you, they can't break you. You're not frozen from trauma, you're frozen by design. And I'm going to show you exactly how to reach level 3. But first, you need to understand why most people will never get there. Society sells you a lie. Be yourself. Show your emotions. Express your feelings. Vulnerability is strength. That's garbage designed to keep you soft. Vulnerability isn't strength. It's a luxury for people who've never been in a real battle. You show vulnerability to the wrong people, and they'll use it as ammunition. You express your feelings in a world that doesn't care, and you'll get eaten alive. The real world doesn't reward authenticity. It rewards results. It doesn't care about your emotions. It cares about your output. It doesn't respect your sensitivity. It respects your strength. Every successful person you admire has mastered emotional detachment. They don't let relationships control their decisions. They don't let criticism slow their momentum. They don't let betrayal stop their mission. They stay cold, focused, and relentless. Look at top athletes, cold-blooded killers on the field. Look at successful entrepreneurs, ruthlessly cutting off what doesn't work. Look at powerful leaders, making decisions without emotion clouding logic. They all learned the same secret. Warmth makes you weak, cold makes you powerful. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a specific method to train your mind to stay cold under any circumstance, and I'm about to break it down step by step. Step 1. Cut the emotional reactions. For the next 7 days, practice this. When something triggers you, when someone disrespects you, when life hits you with chaos, do nothing. Don't text back angry. Don't argue. Don't defend yourself. Just observe. Watch your emotion rise, acknowledge it, then let it dissolve. This trains you to see emotion as separate from action. Step 2. Delete expectations. Write down every person you expect something from. Love, loyalty, respect, appreciation. Now burn that list. Literally, because expectations are just future disappointments. When you expect nothing from anyone, you can't be let down. When you can't be let down, you become unbreakable. Step 3. Weaponize silence. Start talking 50% less. Stop explaining yourself. Stop seeking validation. Stop filling uncomfortable silence. Let others talk. Let them reveal themselves. Meanwhile, you observe, calculate, and strike when the timing is perfect. Silence is the most underrated weapon in existence. Step 4. Build in private. Whatever you're working on, shut up about it. Stop posting your plans. Stop announcing your goals. Stop seeking encouragement. Just work. Let your results speak. Let your success be the announcement. The coldest moves are made in complete silence. Step 5. Embrace solitude. Get comfortable being alone. Not lonely, but alone. Learn to enjoy your own company, because when you need nobody, you fear nobody. When you fear nobody, you control everything. Now, most people will hear this and do nothing, but the 1% who actually apply this, they transform completely. Let me show you what happens when you truly go cold. When you fully embrace the cold, everything changes. First, you stop reacting. Someone disrespects you, you smile. They expect anger, but you give them ice. That confusion, that's your power growing. Second, you start seeing clearly. Without emotion clouding your vision, you see people's true intentions. You spot manipulation before it happens. You recognize fake energy instantly. You become impossible to deceive. Third, you become efficient. No wasted energy on drama. No wasted time on people who don't matter. Every action is calculated. Every move is strategic. You operate like a machine, precise and unstoppable. Fourth, people start to fear you. Not because you're aggressive, but because you're unpredictable. They can't read you. They can't control you. Your calmness in chaos becomes terrifying. Your silence becomes louder than their noise. Fifth, you attract different energy. The weak repel away from you. The strong gravitate toward you. Your circle becomes smaller, but infinitely more powerful. Quality over quantity in everything. And finally, you win. Not because you're lucky, but because while everyone else was busy feeling, you were busy building. While they were distracted by emotions, you were focused on execution. While they were breaking down, you were leveling up. But there's one final secret about staying cold that separates the good from the legendary, and it's the most controversial part. The dark truth. Here's what nobody tells you about going cold. You can't go back. Once you see the world clearly, once you understand how people really operate, once you detach from the illusion, you can't unsee it. You can't return to being naive. You can't go back to caring about things that don't matter. Some people will call you heartless. Let them. Some will say you changed. Good. Some will miss the old you. Too bad. Because the old you was weak. The old you was controllable. The old you was losing. The new you, unstoppable, unbreakable, unforgettable. But here's the sacrifice. You'll walk alone often. You'll be misunderstood constantly. You'll be feared more than loved. And you have to be okay with that, because the path to power is lonely. The journey to greatness is isolating. The road to dominance is cold. Most people aren't willing to pay that price. They want strength without sacrifice. They want power without pain. They want results without discipline. And that's why they stay average. But you're different. You're reading this for a reason. Something inside you knows you're meant for more. You're tired of being controlled by emotions. You're done being soft in a hard world. You're ready to freeze. So here's your choice. You can close this video and go back to being warm, comfortable, emotional, weak, controlled, predictable, safe. Or you can decide right now, in this moment, to go cold, to train your mind for detachment, to build immunity to pain, to become strategically heartless, to operate with ice in your veins. The world doesn't care about your feelings. It never did. So why should you waste energy on emotions that don't serve you? Stay cold, stay focused, stay dangerous. Because warm people dream, cold people dominate. Listen carefully. If this message resonated with you, if something inside you knows you need to level up, then here's what you do right now. First, subscribe and turn on notifications, because I drop weekly content that will transform your mindset from soft to unstoppable. This isn't motivational fluff. This is strategic psychology for winners. Second, drop a comment below with one word: cold. That's it. Just type cold. This is your commitment. This is you declaring war on weakness. And I read every single comment. Third, share this video with one person who needs to hear this. Someone who's too emotional. Someone who keeps getting hurt. Someone who's ready to transform. Send them this link. Change their life. And fourth, ask yourself, am I ready to sacrifice warmth for power? Because once you commit to staying cold, there's no going back. Your old self dies. Your new self dominates. The choice is yours. Stay comfortable and controlled, or go cold and conquer everything. I'll see you in the next video. Stay cold, stay sharp, stay undefeated.